Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to a whole new Savored Ice experience. We're about to get a little raw and raunchy as we bring you a brand new hour of hilarious Dungeons & Dragons every single week with our new Patreon exclusive game available as both a weekly podcast and video. This is Savored Ice After Dark.
Jade Oasis.
Jade. All right.
Jade.
Colossus.
Who wants to bring us in? David Frank's bringing us in. Go, Dave, go.
Welcome to the After Dark show, where we're going to cast our minds back to the last episode, and we're going to probably play some Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm not casting shit back.
The answer is no, we did not take any acid before this. What the fuck was that? That was my favorite intro so far.
What's even happening?
Is ready to play.
It was my Muppet intro.
Nailed it.
Previously on Jade Colossus, having been awoken from their magically induced coma, our hapless adventurers are given the task of plumbing the depths of the mysterious tower deep within the undersphere known as the Jade Colossus. Traveling from Draxus's tower to the city at the base of the Colossus, our heroes were met with mixed reviews from everyone they met. Each person seemed confused as to how they were the ones assigned to this task. Eventually making their way to the Association of Gilded Adventurers, they were given marks and ushered to their final meal. You guys enter in.
They didn't say anything about this being our final meal.
What? Weird. Anyway, the doors close behind you as you enter the feast hall. There's a long table in front of you with several high-backed chairs. Each chair is gilded, as is the table, and before you stands a plethora of delicious-looking food. Put your hand down. At the back of the room is a stone archway with a glowing green portal. Yes, Cody.
I don't know what gilded means as far as a descriptor
Dipped in
for
gold.
a chair.
Dipped in gold.
Why
Golded.
wouldn't you just say golden chair?
Did you just say
the word is
golden?
gilded.
Because sometimes, Cody, people decide to use yards, even though that's fucking stupid. And then everybody will give you shit for it for months. And
Because
I thought gilded is when it's just like the edges are done in gold.
It is. Correct. That is. The chair is gilded.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's all right. You're from Texas. We get it.
It's fine. I'll read a book and I'll buy you a thesaurus.
Dave, I had to learn 2 years of school in Texas.
You only had 2 years of school in Texas? That
2
sounds
whole
about right.
years was dedicated to Texas history. 2 entire school years.
More importantly, if you're
Entire
not
school
paying for
years,
the
they're like, hey,
podcast,
children,
this
the
guy
most
being
important thing that
elected.
you could do at this time is to learn about how we got all the Mexicans when they took a nap after the Alamo. And they told us that for 2 whole fucking years. That's what they taught us. So
At least you
after those
remember
2
it.
years,
I
how
wish
long
this
did
was a
you-
fucking joke or a skit. Or this is fucking real shit that happened in my life. And I want people to know that that's what... Fuck. Anyway.
That's it, Cody. Show us where Texas touched you.
And that's
Around
where we're
Bible
going to
Belt
end.
area.
Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart is where it touched me, David. You need to read your Bible, David.
The stars at night are big and bright.
I don't need to read
Deep
the Bible.
in the
It's all
heart
good.
of
I was
Texas.
banging a choir member. I figured that should be good enough to get me in.
I was homeschooled. Anyways, I eat the food on the table and I put it in my mouth and I lick it and I eat it and it's delicious. And I don't even know what it is. I'm just kind of...
No, that's just Bjark.
God almighty.
Sorry.
There is a ringing in your head. There is a delicious array of food before you. It is more food than you guys have likely seen in many years. Yes, many years, given the reign of how things have changed here on Kar. But this is a large assortment of food from all different lands arrayed here before you. It is a massive amount of a mountain, if you will, of food. Everything you could possibly hope and dream for. Beans of many a variety, dried or otherwise. Your hand is up again, Cody. Go ahead.
I want to be clear here for our characters who lived and has lived in Kar. Nothing has changed, right? This is how things always have been.
That's true. You're right. Sometimes Draxus forgets.
I didn't realize you were
Like
referring
what?
to
There's
yourself
another world?
Yeah.
as Draxus in third
Sometimes.
person. But
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Talk about it. We just food, lots of food. There's lots of food. We're eating the food.
Oh, I've always dreamed about Food Mountain. This is so much better than saltines.
Sitting cross-legged on the table, eating and throwing food to Shelly. Yeah, sure. Throw some crab.
That's not what a crab sounds like.
That is what a crab
Yeah,
sounds
Ewan will eat. Is this like a prison? Do we get to pick with the like? Do we get a menu to order?
No,
from?
this is literally like it's. So think about it like when Harry Potter walked into the Hogwarts hall and there was a feast before him. That's what it looks like. Plates are gold, chairs are gilded.
I'm going straight for the pudding.
Go for it.
Nana pudding sounds awesome.
It's like Harry Potter meets that one scene in Hook. You know the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know the scene, Michael.
Yeah.
I know that scene too because I've actually seen that movie.
Look at you.
Question: is there fettuccine Alfredo?
Sure.
I gorge it so much.
It's actually like the it's kind of like what happened in Lady and the Tramp. It's actually just one fettuccine. It's one noodle, and so you just kind of like get this whole comically large bowl, and you just
I'm sitting in the center, and I'm just
yeah. And it passes out.
Yep.
Is there bread? So much rye, pumpernickel, breads you've never heard of, Italian.
Have some loaves and loaf around. Just gonna hang out.
Italian
bread.
Wow.
Was
Perfect.
it imported from Mexico?
No, it's imported from Italia, obviously.
But she's just like
Goddamn
eating uncooked grilled cheese, which is a cheese sandwich.
Which is just a cheese sandwich.
But it's got the butter on it still.
It's just the messiest sandwich because now you just have butter hands.
She's just sitting right next to. She's sitting like probably 2 feet away from Bjark, just eating and looking around.
Yeah, cheese is very good. It's good protein source. Yeah, dairy as well. It's good. It's good.
Did you hear them say it's going to be our last meal, Bjark? I don't know why they keep saying last meal.
It's because of
now?
supper.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the last meal in the day. All right, that makes more sense.
Why we
If it
didn't
has
do
something to do with it, everyone that goes in there dies. They even gave us things to undie.
Yeah, and then we can have more food.
Still a little confused on that. Still a little confused on that, Bjark. Did you understand how do we activate it once we're dead? Unless someone else has to activate it.
I thought one of you smart ones, would know what to do with it. I just plan on dying when I die.
Boshi still has yours.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't need this, and you gave it to her, so you don't have one.
Maybe it just triggers when you die or something. Like a snare or a trap. You know, you set it, the condition happens, like the animal steps in it, knocks it over, does the same thing with your soul and whips it right back into your body.
Rufus has got a good idea there. I think he's right on the mark.
He's so beautiful.
Yeah, a
One
rabbit
of,
is going to come
one of
out.
us could die, and we could test it.
Well, all right.
I nominate Michael.
Who?
He ate so much pasta earlier, he can't even move.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the pretty boy. Yeah, all right. Good idea. That way we know how it works, and then it's not a mystery anymore.
And like, if it's not automatic, we can go ask the guys, and they can show us how to bring him back.
Yeah.
These are amulets, right?
Yes, they are.
You might not want to be taken off his head completely, Bjark. I'm just saying. It's probably a bad idea.
Got shot then? Eviscerate him?
Stab him in the heart.
With an axe? You want me to stab him? That's a lot of pressure I have to apply to the head of the axe.
Boshi takes a fork and just stabs him in the throat.
That is probably going to be more.
She doesn't take her sandwich out of her hand, though.
Michael die.
Jacob, you're about to be stabbed in the throat. What do you do?
You think that's going to kill him? The little fork?
Do you get stabbed in the throat? Jacob?
What?
Do you consent to this stabbing in the throat?
No!
Food comas are not consent.
So as you are laying on the table surrounded by food, you see Boshi stabbing you in the throat.
As she's about to, I
Roll.
do things. I summon Ryan, my unseen servant, to come over and grab the fork. And then at the same time, I'm going to barf up a bunch of the noodle and just kind of like it's just involuntary. This isn't a part of the plan. This just happens.
Sure.
Hopefully that stays away the fork. And then
Sure. So Ryan, the invisible actor, moves over there and attempts to grab your hand, Boshi. Except the one rule that Mike knows is that they can only lift 5 pounds, and your hand has more than 5 pounds of pressure. So it clearly breaks the wrist and walks away of the unseen servant, and the fork continues downward. And as you are about to stab,
it's like slow-mo
into Mikhail's mouth or throat, he extrudes from himself all of the pasta. And in the weirdest fashion, it comes out like it's one cyclone noodle of vomit because he swallowed the whole thing. And that's how I decided it's coming back up.
Is it one long noodle?
It's one. It's coming out.
This is important, though.
Mm-hmm.
How quickly does the noodle come out, or is it like?
At first, it was like, and a bunch came out like a ball, like it's all like twined up, and then it's still there.
Like a clown or a magician,
or a magician.
A magician is a great
just there making him gag more.
Just kill me.
I'm gonna trademark that. No one.
How are you so good? I'm a magician, baby.
I can do things with my mouth. I don't like that.
If I could put that on my business cards.
Magician. Really long noodle.
So, Boshi, I need a Constitution saving throw, or no, a Constitution check to see if you have the fortitude. You don't. That's a 1. It's a natural 1.
Can I throw back up in his mouth?
Did we tell what that was for the podcast listeners?
As you plunge the fork down towards his throat, and you feel something on your wrist, and then you see a hairball of noodle just come out and then remain hanging there, which is the grossest thing you've ever seen. It looks like he's vomited up his insides. So you have to then vomit your ungrilled cheese sandwich onto and into Mikhail's mouth.
How do we get to 2 adventurers, 1 noodle?
The ultimate defense mechanism, just barf.
Bjark, Rufus,
I can't stop crying.
Bjark, Rufus, Shelley, and Ewan, you see your companions vomiting into each other's mouths.
I thought she said she didn't want sex. Fine, whatever. Back down, I carried him.
That's what you take with this.
Bjark places the battle axe down.
Sure, that's a mating ritual in my tribe.
Women, I don't get them. They say no to the prize. Can they instead go for that? Yeah, you know.
I thought she said she didn't want sex.
I see stars.
There's a portal in here, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shrug, hop on the Shelly's back, and walk Shelly into the portal.
I'm like, wait, no, don't go yet. Where are you going?
Yeah, we're giving you room so that the 2 of you can
She's
continue.
trying to kill me. You guys are evil.
Is there like a bucket of water nearby, or like a
Sure.
like
There's wine skins, flasks of things, there's ale buckets, water.
My cat just starts sucking it back in.
Oh my god,
Perfect.
I'm leaving. I walked through the portal after.
Good.
Boshi grabs a bucket of water and her weapons and just looks over, sees a piece of bread, takes it, and then continues through the portal and just pouring the bucket on her head to wash off all the vomit.
You find yourself alone in the room with Mikhail, who is covered in ungrilled cheese vomit and sucking a noodle back into his mouth from whence it just came.
No, I'm going to grab a stack of short ribs and head through the portal.
Perfect.
I crawl to the portal.
I thought you said short ribs.
These shirt ribs are for Mexicans. They have that
That's better than from Mexico.
southern tang. And you head into the portal as well?
Yeah,
Sure.
I kind of crawl into it.
Perfect. You were not full, and now you are full again. So you unfood Komud and then refood Komud in the worst way possible.
He questions himself on why he did that. He doesn't really know why.
Me too.
I told you we should have started with Mikhail. He's clearly not going to make it through the...
Quite happy to cut his head off, but then they said no, and then there was this, whatever that was. I don't know. I don't judge.
Bullshit, you have a bit less, right? Mostly all over, just mostly, and down here. You might have got a few bits. You might want to check. I'll just...
There's the noodle right on your face. Oh. Okay, so the five of you walk through this portal. It feels gross. I don't know if you have much experience with portals. This one feels viscous. It's like you're walking through mud. So you just kind of splorch through this disgusting thing. And as you kind of come out the other side, it sort of like pulls behind you, and then like a jello mold, it's sort of like behind you, as if this was like a physical wall. And you find yourself in a forest. An emerald sunlit forest. Everything looks beautiful, but nowhere near where you were at all. You don't seem to be in a tower. In fact, you don't even see a tower near you. You're not sure how this portal works, but it seems to be strange. What are the five of you doing as you experience this new world together?
I'm no expert, but this doesn't look like a jade tower to me, unless they were being figurative in their expression. I'm pissed off. I was promised
the only
power.
way it could be a Colossus, lad, is if we're inside. Do we see the sun?
You do. Yep, the sun's beaming down. In fact, so from what you guys know of living in Kar, right, there's normally like islands and all that kind of stuff. You don't see islands floating above you. This seems to be like you're on some kind of plane of existence. You see the sun beaming overhead. This forest stretches out as far as you can see.
Is the portal still behind us?
The portal is still behind you.
I want to go back through it.
Okay, you begin to walk through it, and it is impossibly slow as you begin to go through. It doesn't seem to let you back.
You need help, Rufus? I try and push from behind.
Okay. You are simply smashing Rufus into Jello, and it's not going any further. It's to the point where Shelly gets out from underneath him, and you're just holding Rufus up, smashing him.
I like to imagine on the other side of the portal is the dudes who run the place, and there's like a button, and it's just reject, and they're just they're like, nope, keep them out.
And they can see the Rufus just
It's basically
like cellophane.
We can't go back through this way.
Yeah, I don't think we're going back that way.
I don't understand. I thought we were supposed to be all coming back with these artifacts.
That's why I'm so angry. We've been lied to.
I don't know. That other thing seems like kind of like a death trap. This doesn't look so bad.
You know, I'm curious if we're told we had to come because we were going to be unmade. But now that we're here, if we can find a way to escape, they won't know that we didn't come and try to bring them back artifacts.
oh,
I think they're using those things to track us.
Well, Mikhail, if you hold still for bullshit, we could probably get rid of your tracker.
huh?
Why don't you stab him again, lass?
Look, I'm just thinking about all the pasta that I ate. I don't really care about a tracker right now. If we could just continue, and eventually we'll get our wishes, and then I'll be the greatest man ever. That would be really great. I don't really care if they were.
The karma bomb you had, yeah, you're gonna crash soon.
No, I'm fine. I feel so fettuccine Alfredo, very good for energizing one's body and soul.
Give me a star jump, just one.
That's what the great poet Dante always said.
Never heard of him. Give me a jump. Let's see. Yeah. You say you can't.
Wait, what do you want me to do? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. What did you say?
Yeah, you see? Exactly right.
I didn't hear what you said. You wanted me to, what did you want me to do?
Do a jump. Jump
You
up and down.
you want jump?
Yeah.
Like a jumping?
That's
jumping?
right. Yeah. If
Well,
you
if do I need to? Do I have to? No.
That's the carbohydrates talking. Right
No.
now, your body is saturated with suffering. And
I just don't want to. I want to save my energy for an optimal jump later.
I want that scene to be a part. What did you say? I didn't hear what you. What did you just keep cutting them off? I didn't even hear what you said. What did you say? I wasn't ready.
While they're doing that, I'm going to search the ground for any kind of signs.
Sure. How are you doing that? Just with your eyes and claws, or do you have any magical means to do that?
No, we're going to go all kinds of mundane and try and use our survival skill.
Sure. Roll me survival.
It's a 19 on the die for a 23.
That is a 23. Yeah. So, what are you looking for specifically? Tracks, trails, other
trails. If anything's passed this way.
Sure. Yeah. From what you can understand, you've spent your time in different sections of the of Car and different spheres of influence, and you see that this is just like a normal forest, as far as you can tell. This should be in like the solosphere, given how close it is to the sun, though it should be kind of scorched if it's that close. But there looks to be critter trails. There's game trails. This looks, for all intents and purposes, a well-stocked forest. It doesn't seem like this is a well-beaten path in which many adventurers have tread through to come and go with artifacts. It looks like you might be the first people here, but it does look like there is plenty of animals.
So first, or the largest game trail I find, I'll start following that and urge everyone, come on guys, this way.
Okay, sure. Yeah, the largest game trail you find looks reptilian. I'm not sure how much experience you have hunting. What is your ranger? What is your favorite terrain?
That's a very good question. I probably Underdark
sometimes. Okay, cool. So yeah, I don't know what your experience is with lizard kind or reptilians, but this looks like that same kind of three-toed situation. You can tell that the game trail that you're following is a four-legged, walks on all fours kind of creature. So yeah, you guys all get beckoned on by Rufus, who has clearly caught the scent of something. What are the rest of you doing?
Yeah, we should follow him. That's a good idea. Rufus, lead the way. I'm just going to follow behind him.
I haven't jumped yet.
No, because I told you I'm preparing for a jump later.
Boshi is using the fork that she was going to stab him with to brush her hair and get all this barf out. And finishing off the rest of the water to get the rest of the barf off.
Perfect. Are you doing this? Are you taking your dingle hopper and just sort of scraping it out while you walk?
I mean, look at all the stuff. Isn't it neat?
It sure is. I would say
you're going to just be wasting all that water, lass.
She throws the bucket at you.
All right, I'm sorry.
Followed by the fork in the head.
I'm a dwarf. I will take that fork.
You take it.
I will use it to comb my beard after seeing Boshi comb her hair with it.
Dinglehopper's getting passed around. Ewan, are you following Rufus as well?
Yeah. He doesn't split from the party, unlike some people.
That was a lot of shade. It's a good thing you're in a forest. Plenty of it. Bjark and Mikael, what are you guys doing?
I'm walking next to Bjark and I say, I made an artist's rendition of your soul, Bjark. I drew it while I was walking.
What does it look like?
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Looks like that.
I wish
it
that
just disappeared.
It's kind of like
right there.
it's kind
Guys, for those of you who don't have the video, too bad.
It's kind of like I made
Is that a half a femur?
It's a penis bone. It's a bone in the shape of a
dog
penis.
bone.
You're not missing much.
more of like a dog bone. More of like the rendition of is the strongest part of your body, but also the weakest.
Half a femur.
I'm very flattered, but I'm afraid you're not my type.
I don't want it.
not casting
God, I was just pointing at it.
on you, but you don't have enough facial hair or big enough tits. It's one of the two. Sorry.
Well, yeah, obviously, if I was a hot girl, I'd be way hotter. Oh,
Yeah.
you'd want to bang me if I was a chick.
Hey, yo, we can fix that with the right magic.
I heard there's even a type of filter that'll help there.
No, no, I don't want Bjark to be sexually attracted to myself.
You hear, me neither, from like a few feet away. And then you hear her chuckling.
I don't understand. I am prime meat. I am the son of a chief. I will inherit his title when he dies. I am ideal for mating. The bones in my body are very strong.
Yeah, buddy, well, maybe you should inherit the title of respect. Keep walking.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Rufus, can you make me a survival check?
Back to David. All right.
Leap over all that,
Can he lose the party?
right?
That is a 2 to give you a total of 6.
Perfect. Yeah, so you continue on this path, none the wiser. Perfect. Not ominous at all. Yeah, you continue through the forest, and again, you guys feel like you've been traveling for like 45 hour plus, and the sun doesn't seem to have moved at all. It's almost as if time isn't passing here. Whatever this place is, it doesn't seem to work on the same day-night schedule. The sun should have moved. The shadows should have grown longer. It isn't, and it's just as hot as it was when you first got here.
We've been walking for 45 hours?
45 minutes.
He said 45 hour.
45 to an hour.
Oh, that makes way more sense in my head.
What, you can't walk 45 hours?
Like, is this place like we're fucking insomnia? We don't need to rest or sleep? Okay, I got it.
Who
Got
knows?
little legs.
Magic.
You're lost in the desert, all right? You're just walking the whole time. I get it. All right, I'm with you.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Guys, we'll be chowing down on them lizard steaks in no time.
Wait, is that what we're doing? We're just chasing lizards?
What do you want to do?
God, why are we supposed to find a Colossus or something?
Well, we're going to get hungry at some point.
Shouldn't that be like something?
I'm not hungry at all. That is a terrible idea.
And take a look around.
What do you mean, man? We've been walking for like 45 minutes. You got to be working up an appetite.
Well,
It's still just fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah, it's going to sit as a ball in his stomach, as his stomach doesn't know what to do with it. Yeah.
Did you just call my stomach a ball?
No. Boshi, you're taking a glance around as you follow Rufus. What are you looking for in this forest?
anything out of the ordinary other than the sun not moving? Maybe like tracks or something following us, or any noises, things like that.
You notice none of that, and that is the weird thing. You notice there are no noises at all in this forest. You have seen Rufus point out that he is following tracks and that there are other animal tracks, but there are no sounds of the forest. There are no creature sounds, no birds flying, no chirping, no insects.
Can I crawl up a tree or climb up you don't crawl up trees.
You don't? You sure don't, but you can try. Yeah, you can.
I'm assuming that that's a thing I would do.
You crawled right up it.
15 on strength.
Afterwards, pretend you're dead.
I failed.
You crawled right up the tree.
Did she see anything? I'm ignoring you.
Yes, you do. You see a forest that expands in all directions. It seems to go on forever. You see blue sky above you, the sun. You see no floating islands. You see nothing of the kind, and this forest seems to stretch on endlessly.
Hey, Boshi, do you see a tower from up there?
Nah, just trees. Lot of trees. Hello! She's going to try to echo throughout the trees.
Hello, hello, hello.
There are at least 4 of the people here. That's good.
Okay. That one got me.
Is it supposed to echo like that?
Why are we trying?
Is
Do you
that
see
natural?
a tower?
Did that sound natural to you?
It's weird. There's an echo also coming from the bottom of the tree. No, there is no tower.
Wait, is this the right place? Are we in the right place? Is this where I'm supposed to be?
We can't go back.
Did we go through the wrong portal?
Maybe those other three know about this. They sound very similar to Boshi. Perhaps they're a woman.
Is there any?
It was an echo, you idiot.
Tower would like to challenge you. Show yourself, you wee bastard.
You just shout to the heavens?
Yeah, I'm shouting to the heavens to see if something. I mean, I don't fucking know.
Sure. Boshi, you are up there and you can hear Ewan screaming beneath you, and then you can hear it echo up here.
Wind? Is there any wind?
No.
Okay.
Hey, yo,
She's
Bjorn,
gonna climb
I don't
down the
think
tree.
echoes are supposed
Crawl
to
down
work
the
like
tree.
this.
Scroll down the tree.
Oh, it was an echo. Yeah, of course. There's not three other women that sound like. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Get
but
it
that's the
now.
problem. There shouldn't be an echo.
All right, lad.
Open spaces don't echo.
Trees
Okay,
do.
I have an idea. You're right. You're totally right. I have an idea. What if we just run really, 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 really fast
You can't do that.
in one direction?
And then, lad, we'll have to jump.
What if we wait an hour and then we run really, really fast
Yeah.
and maybe we'll hit a wall? Or I read this in a book one time. We run fast enough.
We run backwards fast enough that we can.
If we run fast enough, we'll go around the planet, and if we go quick enough, we will spin time backwards, and we'll go back before we were in the portal, and we'll go to the right portal.
You gotta run backwards.
Shelly
I
and
prayed to my
Shelly will
God.
keep moving.
Perfect. So does anyone else follow Shelley or enact Mikhail's plan?
Rufus, I don't know that we're supposed to just go on and go on. Boshi said it's a big, large forest with no end in sight.
Oh yeah,
There
and
must be an edge.
the
There's
world
always an edge.
the world is not round.
I call over my shoulder. Yeah, but we're not doing anything. We're not getting anywhere this way. I might as well keep moving.
Got the point. I
All right.
jog off to the crab.
Oh, perhaps we should be marking these trees. That sounds like a wise thing to do, lad. And I'm gonna walk over with an axe and just kind of chop, put a quick
That's
little
more-
X in it
Okay. Yeah.
Got it.
as we proceed forward.
That's a good idea. I didn't come up with any good ideas at all.
Hashtag veteran D&D player.
Okay. You continue forward. How long do you continue forward for?
30 minutes.
30 minutes pass, and you are still on this track. The sun has not moved. You still hear no chirping, no animal sounds, and you have not passed by a tree with your mark on it.
If we continue to walk, I'm going to halfway through and say, all right, and I'm in the back, since nobody wants to listen to my ideas and everybody just doesn't want to do their own thing, I'll just give myself the mark of shame, since that's what everybody wants.
What does that look like? Perfect.
You're so emotional, lad. I don't get
No,
it.
I'm just stupid.
Well, I mean, I'm not arguing that.
I don't know if I feel safe traveling with him. We're gonna get into a fight and he's gonna start pouting.
Listen, this is a wolf pack, all right? We need to be a pack. We don't need any lone wolves out here.
Do you want the mark of shame? It's
I can't make it out. The sun is just beaming down on
Oh,
it, lad.
sorry, let me get it. There you go. Yep. Can you see it now? You didn't get it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Mark of shame.
2 moons rising. Yeah.
They say there is a god who gives the shame. They're two moon brothers.
We're gonna
One
keep
day they
pressing
will clap.
forward. Is it not getting nighttime at all?
No, the sun is not moving. The time is not changing.
And we're not passing
it
any
is-
of the same trees. I
and
mean,
you're not passing into the same trees.
any ideas?
Hey, Ewan, yeah, you got a god and stuff. Maybe he knows something about this.
Great Lord Gashul, I pray that you give me the guidance and wisdom that you always gave to Barnabas. The brave, the bold, and the beautiful. We could use some of that guidance down here. Please, show us the way. You old great dark one.
Mikhail is doing this. Praise the Lord! Woo! Are you going to continue?
You're making me uncomfortable, lad.
I was trying. All right.
So as Mikhail invents Protestantism, Ewan, what are you like actively trying to beseech your god? Do you want to roll a religion here, or are you trying to cast a spell?
No, I'm not casting a spell. I'm just praying up for some guidance.
Okay.
I have the spell guidance.
Sure.
Not that does the thing that I would like it to do, but I will.
Is that a level 1 spell, or is
It's
that
a cantrip, sir.
Cantrip? Go ahead and roll me religion with advantage.
Okay, neat. As I cast guidance on myself and then make religion checks. Where is my skill checks? Religion. Oh, look, I took that. That's a +3. That
Look
is
at
a
you.
whopping 16.
16. Okay, cool.
Oh wait, that's not advantage. I take it back.
Oh yeah, roll that.
That
with
is still a 16.
Perfect. Do me a favor. Describe to me what it looks like when you're praying. Do you just kind of stop and
Oh yeah,
proselytize?
it's about opening your heart mostly, Michael.
Is
And
that
so
what it is?
it's about getting a good. You want to present your chest to the heavens, arms wide and agape, like you're willing to embrace the wisdom that will come from above.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a and you want to project because sometimes Gashul is hard of hearing.
Sure.
You want to really project loudly.
He is an elder
high
god.
up into
Yeah,
the
of course.
heavens or down below. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't judge mostly.
And the tambourine does
Not
that-
exist in this
no,
world.
does not exist. Okay, does not exist for this situation. Okay,
does not
This
exist.
band.
you splay your arms wide in a show of beseechment for the one true God, Gashul. Eyes closed, cast to the heaven, heart open and accepting of all of the Lord's creatures. And you pray for Gashul's guidance. When you open your eyes, when you close your eyes and kind of look at a bright light, and you
yeah.
kind of have like weird dark, yeah. So when you open your eyes, it's kind of like that weird, like you were just staring into the sun kind of thing. And for a second, you don't see the forest. Just for a second, until that bright light kind of clears out of your vision, and you see that you are standing in a massive circular chamber. And then you kind of blink, and you're back in the forest.
All right. So here's the deal. I'm not smart, but I'm wise.
Sure.
Pretty wise. The echo was my first clue. That doesn't feel right in my guts, my gutsy guts, in my my nether bits.
Which have been growing in the last couple months. I wanted to point out, by the way, you should cut back on those ribs.
Thanks, lad. I don't know if everything is exactly what it seems, y'all. And I'm going to give another quick shout to test Echo. Very specifically, I want to test the Echo to see if that can't help us. Because I got a glimpse of the chamber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of give this, "Hoo!" and see if it bounces back, and then we go, "Nya! Nya!" Try to give it the bounce backs.
Make me a perception
I
check.
wasn't ready for that noise.
Michael, I want to harmonize with him.
That's a thing we can do. Why not?
Roll me a performance.
Cool.
Ewan, roll me a perception.
At advantage since he's helping or regular?
No, he's not helping you. He's just harmonizing.
That's a 5. I'm not very perceptive.
Perfect. You do hear that Mikhail harmonizes perfectly with what you just made was a noise. You didn't know that he could actually harmonize to that noise, but he
Yeah.
did perfectly.
Oh!
He is the tenor to your baritone, your dwarven baritone. Somebody who is relatively smart, anyone with an above a 10 in your intelligence, you can roll me an intelligence check.
Dave just shakes his head.
Oh,
Boshi.
I actually
10.
lost intelligence in the main game, so
Perfect. A 10? Boshi, are you the only one with above a 10? Holy shit.
I forgot that I do have a 12 intelligence.
You can roll. You can roll on intelligence.
That's
They
an
cry.
18.
Okay, so you put 2 and 2 together that the only person who heard the echo was Boshi, and she only heard it when she was above the trees. So you may well be echoing, but the trees prevent it from being heard.
Lass, could you climb that tree and see if there's more echo up there? I know it sounds strange. Just listen to me here. Perhaps there is something blocking the sound coming back at you, at us. And I'm a bit too far along to be climbing such a tree. You look like you could probably do it in a jiff.
Are you saying the Maldors carry the babies? That seems really odd to me.
16, that's a save. Oops.
Yeah, you don't need to roll. You scamper up the tree. You crawl up the tree.
You were saying that he is pregnant?
No, he said it. He said he was too far along.
Around the middle, lad. Not
What? Wait,
with
what?
child.
Who's pregnant?
Oh, I thought that was weird anyway.
There ain't no bun in this oven.
Boshi, you were asked to climb the tree for a reason,
Yeah.
but several minutes go by before you hear any kind of noise. As you look and there's an argument happening beneath you. It seems as though Ewan has forgot exactly why he invited you up.
And Rufus's ear might be to Ewan's belly.
Boshi is going to do as she was asked after about 5 minutes of enjoying the quiet.
Wait, and then Michaela goes over and he's like, wait, we can check. This is an old way you can kind of like ovulate the stomach area. And I go over and I cast light on my finger and I shove it into Ewan's belly.
I hate you all.
Maybe.
I will see Boshi up top and then yell out, "Hoo!" again to see if she can hear the echo.
Oh.
She just ignores him. 5 minutes. That's all she's asking for.
There is a loud "hoo" followed by a perfectly harmonized, like an angelic choir, and you hear "hoo hoo" echoing around in the trees, up in the top of the trees.
That's why she didn't want sex. She wants payment first. I understand now. If you had told me this before, then I would have paid.
She's going to stay up there for another 5 minutes and just really take in the silence. She eventually goes back down and points in the direction that she heard the echo.
Wait, are you up there for 5 minutes?
10.
For 10.
Okay, at some point, Michaela will go over to the tree and be like, Boshi, are you stuck? Oh my God, she's stuck, guys. She's stuck. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait, I have a plan. It's okay. I have a plan. Okay, wait. Then he pulls out his
Don't do it.
what does he fucking play? A shawm. He pulls out his shawm and just and I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor.
Yes.
It just shakes the ground. If any enemies are in it, they take some damage, but she's in the tree.
Is she gonna fall out of the tree?
Boshi,
Don't worry, I'm gonna come out real soon.
roll me a strength saving throw.
That's a 15.
You securely plant yourself, and grip onto the tree.
She's
but
like
you
a cat. She's holding on.
You do feel the ground and tree tremor around you.
Can I
Hey, we need to call someone with a really tall
kick pine
ladder.
cones off to try to hit him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't attack me. I'm trying to help you. You have to calm down. Oh, stop.
Lad, she's not stuck, lad.
She is, and she needs our help. Damn it, I don't have any more of those left. I throw my shawm on the ground.
We're gonna die.
I could climb up and try and.
I'm not even going to kill you.
Boshi jumps out of the tree. No, just kidding. No, just kidding. Oh my God.
He leaps onto Mikhail.
No.
You land on him.
Right on my directly on my stomach.
Wait, that's how I'm going to mark our trail. It's just
If you don't have the video on demand, our dungeon master, Domino, is making vomiting sounds and pulling things out like a clown with
just Play that video forward in reverse. Forward in reverse.
I'll loop it
Whatever you
later.
want with that video.
I'll loop it later. It's a thing you can do.
So Boshi is back on the ground, more or less.
She says where she yelled. And
Pasta.
All right, lass, let's go. This is getting ridiculous.
Oh,
She did hear an echo up there.
Big jump on
Way better.
getting her down.
So we follow the echo.
Mikhail.
I feel so much better. Like all the pasta has left me. Oh, it did right there.
Yeah, it has the carbs gone.
I'm gonna
You
put-
and now that you know that there's an echo, what are you doing with this knowledge?
obviously we're gonna head that way, but as we
Sure.
do, I'm gonna walk up to Bjark and put my hand on his shoulder. Well, probably reach up and put my hand on his shoulder. Are you sad, lad, that she jumped on to Mikhail? I'm sorry.
No, now that I know that she's a hoe, I will simply pay her and then she will jump onto me. If you had told me this earlier, it would have saved a lot of confusion and a small amount of embarrassment.
Let me know how that goes, lad. I'll be looking forward to it. Be sure to take great notes.
Well, I'm not going to do it now. That would be impractical here in the forest. I mean, I'm not some kind of wanker who goes off into a bush.
Throwback.
All right, lad. And then we're gonna press forward because and I'm gonna hopefully assume that Rufus is taking the lead here, right? Because you're like, we're in trees and you're a ranger, so like, isn't that a rule in D&D? I didn't know if it was in the
Underdark
PHP or
ranger.
not, but I'm assuming it is.
He's definitely an Underdark Ranger. Either way, Rufus, make me a survival roll, please.
All right, that's a thing that I can do. That's 19.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin to, I think Ewan said, follow the sound of the echo, follow the direction it came from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you veer off the path in which you were on and sort of head towards what you believe might be the center of the forest. As you walk towards the center of this forest, again, the sun hangs high overhead. There's no wind. There's no chirping. There's no bird noises. There's no insects. No animals. And the deeper into this forest you go, the more you notice that the boughs of the trees begin to like stretch and form almost a canopy. The deeper in you go, and they begin to blot out the sun the further inside you go. What do you got, Cody? You're making a face. Just say it. You got words. Let them out.
I'll just let your words.
Hey guys, it's kind of looking like a tunnel now, like a dungeon thing.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't look like the dream at all.
What dream?
Just trees.
There was a
The
dream.
practice run, don't you remember?
What? Oh.
When you were a wizard and kind of smart and we could ask you questions, but now you're not.
Yeah, it was a reflection of my soul.
You think we might be able to take his amulet and give it to Bjark? I'm just curious. You think we could convince him to swap? All right, Rufus, great input. And we'll fast forward into. We'll go deeper and deeper inside of the deeper inside deeper that Michael was describing for us.
How deep can you go inside?
You would be surprised.
Wait, okay.
All the way.
Is Rufus leading?
Yes.
I'm gonna go over to Rufus. I'm gonna say, hey, wait. I just wanted to tell you, you're doing so great, and I just want you to continue doing really great, and make sure that we don't die. Can you do that? You think you could do that for all of us?
Hey man, are you mocking me?
No, I'm blessing you. And I cast enhance ability on him, and all I have to do is touch him. And it requires a fur or a feather from a beast, and I just take this fur and just put it on his face. And I use Owl's Wisdom. And now he has advantage on
Did you
wisdom.
say I use fuck Owl's wisdom?
What?
I'm just kidding.
What bonus does the fuck give him?
He gets a boner. That's it.
Well,
he has advantage on wisdom checks.
As Michael pulls his hand down, I kind of grab it and like I'm holding up so that he's still holding all that fur in the bottom of his hand. And I look at him and I say, "You know, lad, you shouldn't be doing that as much, and you won't have this many problems." And I kind of walk away.
What does that mean? What do you mean? What?
Wow.
What? Huh? I don't-
Why did you just stick your furry hand in my face? That was weird.
Because you should be smarter now, okay?
Wow.
Smart enough to duck next time? I don't get it. But
It's
it went in
magic.
My mouth was open.
Spells and magic that I learned from college. I keep walking.
Ewan, where are you in this pack
I
of
don't fucking
gentlemen?
care behind Boshi.
Perfect.
I'm behind Boshi and Rufus, I'm assuming.
Roll me an insight.
Me?
Yeah?
Okay. That is a +2. I got them wisdoms. That's a 10, sir.
You got a little bit of wisdoms. You got a little bit. Cool. So just remind me, you are a cleric.
Oh
of-
yeah.
What kind of cleric are you?
On Tuesdays, I'm a cleric.
Okay. And what domain would you say?
That's a great question.
Yeah. I'm full of those today.
I have Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn, so I'm assuming that is the light domain.
Sure. Let's go with that one. Cool.
Light. Let there be it. Or
Sure.
lack thereof.
Yeah, of course. So you
That's a quote
follow
from the Bible, Michael,
Boshi
just letting
and
you know.
Rufus. What's that?
That's a quote from the Bible, just letting you know.
Thank you.
Or lack thereof.
Which one?
Anyways, continue. Sorry, I was just
You
in there.
You continue behind Boshi and Rufus as you guys proceed down, deeper and deeper into the forest. And you begin to feel a little bit of unease about yourself. Just you, Ewan. Just little old Ewan. You feel a little bit of unease. The world begins to sort of close in on you. And this feels more and more claustrophobic the deeper inside this forest you can get. And you feel as if something is watching you. But just you.
If I feel like it's just watching me, and it's not watching everyone else, then I will not disclose that to the party. If I felt like everyone was in danger, I would probably do otherwise.
Nope,
But
you
for
feel like
now,
it's
I don't
very
want to give it
specifically-
away. That I'm onto it.
Okay.
Onto it.
Sure. So the further you guys go into this forest, if you continue going at the rate in which you're going, it begins to thin back out to be the forest in which you were before. There's something about the direction you came from that the canopy was denser and darker and more mysterious. But this seems to be almost circular, if you had to guess.
If that's the case, if we're going to go back into the forest, like it opens back up, I would probably stop everybody, I think.
Okay.
Because I realize.
Yeah, so when you notice that, so I think collectively you guys all start to notice that the forest begins to open up and the canopy, like more and more sunlight begins to shine through.
Hold on. Does this feel right to you? Something feels off. Do you feel it?
Yeah, it finally dried off. She's just primping her hair.
Lass, I'm talking about the light here. It's off.
Yeah, this forest has a dark heart.
You know, I wasn't going to say much, but I thought there was something watching me back there. I thought it was maybe a bit of my imagining, some delusions, but maybe it deserves another look now that it feels like we're opening back up. I got something in my gut. It doesn't feel right. I think we should go back.
Could
Baby.
be a curse of some
Do you
kind.
think,
Could be a curse, yeah. Could be.
Well,
you think it's your God? Is your God watching you?
if that's true, Ewan, do what my grandma always said. If you feel it in your gut, make sure you check your nut.
Oh, you were gonna say put it in your butt.
That's
I don't
the
know
other.
what it is.
No, lad, listen to me.
That's what his grandfather used to say.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I don't recommend that one. It doesn't work. I tried it.
Bjark, Rufus,
Yeah, you.
I think we should go back, is what I'm saying. Bullshit, did you see anything? Anything off?
What? She was
Did you
just
see anything
spacing
off?
out.
And I'm
She
not
was
talking
eating
about
bread.
twisted nuts, lass.
No. She turns around. You notice that ever since you started talking to your god, she has that one little piece of bread. She's just been throwing off little specks, paying homage to Jenks, the actual one true god. And then she's just throwing bread. That's all she's been doing in a trail behind us.
You would know that this is the mark of a heretic.
Yeah. York looks to
It is
Boshi.
a renowned, known.
Yeah, it's a small cult that exists in Kar, but they are widely believed to be heretical.
It doesn't bother me much because I kind of figure Gashul will deal with that. That's not
Sure.
that's not my pay grade.
Low hanging fruit. You don't need to. Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly I'm worried about surviving. Even though I don't show it all the time, I am concerned.
Okay, but first of all, how can you feel that someone is watching you? It's eyes. It doesn't work like that.
Have you never felt like anybody's ever watching you before?
I'm
burning in the back?
I'm not Jacob. I'm Mikhail right now, not Jacob.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, don't you know Rockwell? He felt like someone was watching him, and look at him now.
No, Mikhail says to Ewan, how do you feel like somebody's watching you? Is that like a thing you can feel?
Yes, lad. Yes, it is. I can feel
Well,
it
I don't know how you feel eyes.
in my dwarven bones.
It almost sounds more like dwarven dumb.
Rufus, did you see anything back there? Did you smell anything, lad?
No, I didn't, but maybe we should make another pass just to see. And I'll turn Shelly around. And Shelly, as she walks, she's like scooping up the bread and stuffing it in her mouth. And we just are backtracking.
Awesome.
We can slay anything that we find in there. I look at Boshi and say, and you can probably find some customers and make some money. And then I walk on.
Customers. Do you mean cult members? It's customers.
I go over to Boshi and I look at her and I
Yeah.
say, Bjark thinks that you.
Are in a cult? I know. You wouldn't think so too.
No, he thinks that you,
Have customers
yeah. And
for the cult.
But they want to give you goods and services for goods and services.
Okay. Are they going to donate before or after to the Church of Jenks?
They
They have big fruit baskets, maybe?
is that what you call it?
What else would you call it?
Uh,
I mean, there's tons of people that worship the Church of Jenks.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, I thought that, wow. And I turn around and I follow Bjork.
Oh, she's like, yeah, I guess no one's heard.
The camera lingers on Boshi for a second longer, and then transitions towards the rest of the party, who has entered back into the deep, dark heart of the forest. You had a feeling that you were being watched. What are you doing differently this time that you walk through the dark part of the forest? Perfect. As you
I want
wacky
to
waving
attract some
full-on
attention
waving
and see if I
two-hand.
can get a reaction out of something.
Sure. Do you actually do that? Is that the maneuver you're doing?
No, but I will.
I'll let it
I
happen.
think I killed a guy. I killed a guy.
Change his face to blue.
I killed Guy Slanders. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna set some shit on fire. I'm the god of light. The Lord of Light shall guide me. Gashul and his light, obviously. Not ironic. I'll set a tree on fire.
Okay, fantastic.
What, are you setting a tree on fire?
Right where I thought that the eyes came from. I'll burn that.
What are
burn
you
it down.
what are you using?
Sacred Flame.
Okay. That is not actual fire, but we'll play with that for now. So you
attempt to.
That's fine. You begin to summon the holy fire of Gashul, and the tree obviously cannot dodge out of the way. It is a tree and it's rooted in place, but a column of light. Yes.
For the record, I feel like most of the light would come from Barnabas. I'm just going to throw that out there. Because, he's the right hand, and, you turn on your light switches with your right hand, obviously. So I feel like that would be the next logical
channel
step.
Barnabas when you use the spell?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the spell fizzles. It's the weirdest thing. But you call out for Barnabas' light, and no actual light appears. The strangest thing. The tree does not, in fact, light on fire. However, what you do notice in your enraged attempt to summon the holy light of a living person who is still alive currently and not dead, nor the right hand of anyone. You can't channel a living saint. That's not how that works. Even if he was one. You see before you that there is a strange patch of something on the ground. The grass that you guys tread through before looks a little different than the rest of the grass around it. There are 3 patches of grass forming almost a triangle that look slightly different. And what little light sparked off your fingers, impotent as the spell may have been, was enough to cast this sort of glow above the ground and reveal these 3 spots.
I'm gonna point that out to Bjark and Rufus and Boshi. Sorry,
You see,
To stab it.
I don't know,
I'll examine it.
but do you see it?
what are you investigating or perceiving, Rufus?
I will. You know what? That sounds like I want to investigate this.
Okay.
I am staring directly into the sun.
Perfect. It's you are in a very dense canopy, and then you, in fact, cannot see the sun. However, you are
Trying to find the sun.
That is a nat 20, son. So I got a
That
19.
is a nat 20.
Nice.
For a total
So-
of 19.
Describe to me how you go over there and poke at this thing.
All right. So I hop off of Shelly, and me and Shelly begin circling counterclockwise and then clockwise and examine it. We're looking all around, give it a quick lick, and that's what we're doing. Yeah.
Gross. Okay.
Sniff.
Perfect. So you go to each one of these things. Do you lick all 3 of them?
Yeah, I think it's really important to do that.
Good. Okay. So after the first one, it tasted like death. And the second one also did, and so did the third. Just to be sure, they all tasted very bad. I'm pretty sure that, if Shelly being a bottom feeder, she's tasted corpse before, and it kind of tastes like that. And as you kind of like dust away the debris and this thin layer of like moss and sort of leafy grit, you begin to see bone, like a bone protrusion. And if you dust away the other 2, they all seem to have that. These seem to be small burial mounds. And what you're seeing, in fact, roll me in a survival. That's the word. So you can try to identify this creature.
All right. That's an 11.
Yeah, so you roll, you kind of move this moss and dust aside, and you see bones. They form kind of an arch, and this seems to be the spinal column of some creature. It looks to be about 6 feet long, and each one of them seem to be the same thing. Why they're buried here in what you assume to be the center of the forest, arranged in this sort of triangle formation, you're not entirely sure. But as you look on to Rufus kind of uncovering these fossils, you feel that same presence again, like something or someone is intently watching specifically you.
I'm going to pretend to kind of like continue to slide back and slide back and slide back away from Bjark and Boshi and Rufus doing their thing. I'm going to kind of saddle up next to Ewan, or next to Mikhail, I'm sorry, and I'm going to kind of like look up like him trying to find the sun, and I'm going to say, "Hey lad, I need a favor.
What?
Is there anything watching me right behind me?" And I'm going to kind of like do a little thumb like over here. I'm going to walk away, and then I want you to check it, will you?
Okay. All
all right, think slide. And I'm going to kind of like step back up and try to see what engage with Bjark and Boshi. But I never want to look in that direction. I want to see if Mikael can see it.
So you turn. Do you approach where he was pointing to, or do you just sort of turn and look?
I turn and look first, and then I might approach.
So you turn and look, and you see nothing.
I will get up
It
and
looks like trees.
Now I will get up and be like, I have nothing better to do, so I'm going to go over. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so you begin to walk kind of in the direction in which he pointed towards, which is like just a dense copse of trees, which is kind of all around you. But you begin to walk closer and closer to these trees, kind of looking for whatever the hell is giving you and these heebies and or jeebies. And just out of curiosity, does a 23 hit your armor class?
Yeah, no, Michael, this is fucking Starfinder. Yes, of course.
Okay, perfect. You take 10 slashing damage as the tree in which you are looking at peels off, and you see that there is a person in front of you who rakes their claws across your throat.
Oh, hey, what's
Is where we end today's episode.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah!
I'm
dead.
We'll see you next week.
Why am I getting stabbed every episode?
What are you talking about? It was the same episode you got stabbed in.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just one episode. It's just one stabbing.
I don't think I've laughed that hard in like a few weeks.